welcome to my channel. My name is Caroline. I'm a lecturer in physics at a UK university. I post every Monday and Thursday, and Monday's video this week was all about what college professors and academic lecturers get up to during the summer. No, we're not on a 3-month-long summer vacation. Just because we're not teaching, we're still really busy. So if you're interested in what a lecturer does during the summer, I'll pop a link up to the video. But this video is all about students and how students can use their summer to maximise the things they've got to go on their CV when they're going for jobs after university life finishes. So yeah, first things first, if you're a student and you're just about to start your summer period, well done on completing all of your exams, coursework, assessments. It's been particularly challenging this year because of the horrible global pandemic. So first of all, remember that the 3-month summer vacation in the UK is a chance to have a break. You know, it's really important if you've worked flat out with your exams and meeting all those deadlines to allow yourself a chance to have a bit of a holiday. And of course, we can't go anywhere at the moment. So we've got all sorts of travel restrictions in place because of the pandemic. But it's really nice just to take a few days out at home, do some stuff that you find interesting, watch a movie, catch up on some reading, reorganise your bedroom. If you've got a garden, sit out in the garden. If you can go out for a walk, go take some exercise. Just allow yourself some time to switch off after that busy end of your semester. But then, the summer is quite a long period and you get quite a few weeks away before teaching restarts, and it gives you the chance to do something that can help enhance your CV. So I used to work in industry and I used to look at loads of CVs coming in from students, and it's always interesting to see what people have done across the summer. So you might have had to get a job, right? So I needed money across my summer holiday periods, and so I needed to take a job, and maybe your job doesn't actually relate to your degree area or the thing that you're interested in doing as your career. And if that's the case, look at the skills that you're acquiring during that job. If you're working, say, in a supermarket, look at what you're actually doing. Are you engaging with customers? Are you having to do multitasking? Are you having to solve difficult problems? Think about what you're actually doing and the attributes of that job that require you to have certain skills, and then make sure when you include that position on your CV, you note down the skills that you actually used during your time of employment. And maybe you've been able to lucky enough to get a job that actually relates to what you're looking to do in the future. So maybe you've managed to land yourself some kind of job that links to your future career plans. Maybe you've got some shadowing work experience. Maybe you've got yourself an internship, and that's brilliant because you can then list the job that you're doing, and also you can identify the areas of that job that are directly useful to you when you're looking for your next career step after university. You know, so maybe as part of that job you learned to use a particular piece of software, or maybe in my case, I'm a scientist, you had to analyse data in a particular way, or maybe you were involved in assisting with some kind of measurement or laboratory type work, or maybe you had to read a particular area of science or whatever you're into, engineering or mathematics, in order to be able to complete your placement. That's all really good stuff to make a note of now, because it might be useful to include in your CV and useful to bring up at any future job interviews. So if you're working, if you're in a job that's not related to what you're wanting to do eventually, note down all those transferable skills and all the things that you're doing day in, day out that kind of might be useful in a different role. And if you've managed to land a job that links to what you're trying to do after you've finished, look at the specific skills that you're picking up that are relevant to that particular field. So the particular bits of software, the particular techniques and approaches that you're having to use right now, that means that you've already seen them, learned them, had some experience with them, so that a future employer wouldn't have to start from the basics with you because you've already had that bit of experience. And actually, if you're in STEM, so science, technology, engineering or mathematics, having some kind of placement across the summer can be a really good way to find out if you want to be a research scientist, if you want to leave research altogether, or maybe you want to go on and think about doing some kind of master's degree or PhD. Having that little taster of what research life is like can be really, really useful. Again, it's really tricky this year because, of course, people aren't able to travel, people aren't able to go into their places of work as they normally would. But still, you can look for placement opportunities. Companies, research labs will still be wanting people to analyse data, to help explore and write up research ideas and papers. Maybe they've got some equipment you can control remotely, so you actually haven't got to be physically in the laboratory. And then hopefully over the next few months, laboratories will probably start to reopen, and there might be opportunities for people to get back into the lab and actually handle the equipment directly and work in a more usual fashion that we're kind of used to. But yeah, think about doing a placement. So obviously, again, I'm in the science sector, so you can do these short-term placements. So you can do a placement that maybe lasts for 4 weeks, 8 weeks. My university is a member of a larger scheme of universities in industry, and they offer 10-week-long paid placements across the summer, which are perfect if you're looking for like a short, snappy thing to have in your summer and still give you a couple of weeks of holiday. And of course, you might be doing a placement as part of your degree. So you might already have within your degree a whole year where you're out on placement or doing some kind of professional training year. And then you can look to make your summer work complement it. So you might want to do summer work in a similar kind of placement area as the one that you're going to do for your main part of your degree. But equally, you might want to try something else. So if your placement is going to be very industrial focused and customer deliveries and working for like commercial deadlines, you might want to try a bit of a summer placement that's completely different. Maybe you want to put yourself in a very academic setting, just so you can see the different ways of working and the different communities. And then finally, maybe you haven't got a job, maybe you haven't been able to get a placement, maybe you can't travel, maybe you actually need to stay at home because you've got responsibilities at home, maybe you're looking after family members, that means you can't travel. In that case, you can still do things across the summer that help your CV. So you can still read. So you can still read kind of journal papers, books, become a member of your local library, access their electronic resources. If you're a member of your university library, you should still be able to see their resources across your summer period. So you can still stay current in the area that you're interested in. You can see what people are writing about the particular area that you're wanting to work in. So that's a really good thing to do. And if you can, you might be able to acquire some more skills. So one of the things that we do in the science sector is we write reports, but there's different bits of software that we use to write those reports. The common one is Word. Sometimes we write in Word, but sometimes we use a piece of software called LaTeX. And you can download a free version, Overleaf. This is not sponsored by them, but you can download a free version called Overleaf, and you can become familiar with using that piece of software for free across the summer. And that means that then when you're going to maybe look to do a final year project, or maybe you're then looking to put it onto your CV and go into the world of work, you've actually got a little bit of experience with that piece of software. And the same is true with computer coding. If you're thinking about doing a job that requires computer coding, you might want to spend a little bit of your summer playing with maybe Python or C or any of the computing languages that you think might be useful to help get you a bit more experience and up to date with it. And you can use the summer to practice your own writing. Just because you haven't got a coursework deadline, it doesn't mean that you can't practice your writing skills. You can practice writing up maybe a piece of work that you'd already written up once and give it another go to see if you can improve it. You can look through your lecture notes. You can organise your material so that when you come into your next year of study, you've got a really nice set of ordered lecture notes to work to. So even if you haven't got a job, even if you haven't got a placement, there are still things you can do across the summer to not only enhance your CV, but also to get yourself ready for your next year of teaching back at the university. And of course, don't forget, it is a holiday period, so do make sure you get some holiday as well. But if you want to see what I'll be doing, I'll include a link now to the video which talks about what academics get up to over the summer period. If you like the video, please give it a like and subscribe. I hope you have a good weekend. Keep looking after yourself out there. It's a very strange world at the moment, so take care. And I'll be back on Monday with another university video. But yeah, have a good weekend, look after yourself, and I'll see you soon. Bye.